There's a kind of hug that changes everything. The hug that lingers in the mind, not the awkward side hug, not the casual pat on the back. I'm talking about that hug, the one she replays in her mind when you're not around, the one that bypasses words and speaks in silence, the one that makes her smile without knowing why. It's not about brute strength or being overtly sexual or manipulative. It's about presence, the kind of presence Stoic philosophers like Marcus Aurelius and Epictetus spoke of, the calm, grounded power of a man who needs nothing yet offers everything in a moment of connection. Stoicism teaches us the importance of being fully present in the moment, not just in body, but in mind and spirit. The Stoics believed that life is not lived in the past or the future, but in the razor-sharp clarity of the now. This ancient philosophy urges us to return to ourselves, to anchor our awareness in the current moment, no matter how chaotic or unpredictable the world may be. When we do this, we regain our inner authority. We stop allowing our emotions to hijack our actions. Instead, we become the calm amidst the storm. This self-mastery is not about cold detachment. It's about developing emotional discipline. Rather than being swept away by fear, anxiety, or desire, the Stoic man observes these emotions and chooses his response with intention. And this level of emotional control is magnetic. People, especially women, are naturally drawn to those with this rare composure. When we master presence, we exude a quiet confidence that doesn't shout, but resonates deeply. We become a source of strength in a world full of noise. The art of being fully in the moment is the foundation for any deep connection. Whether you're in a conversation, on a date, or in a silent embrace, your full attention is the most valuable gift you can give. When you are truly present, you can read the subtle cues in her body language, tone, and energy. You're no longer reacting, you're responding. That responsiveness makes her feel seen, heard, and safe. And in that safety, attraction blooms naturally. Touch as a Stoic language of the body. Touch is a powerful form of nonverbal communication, one that predates language itself. It speaks directly to the body and the nervous system, bypassing logic and engaging the emotional brain. A single touch can transmit volumes: reassurance, desire, care, confidence, or calm. In the hands of an intentional man, touch becomes more than physical contact. It becomes a channel of emotional resonance. When used with awareness, touch creates a deep sense of connection and intimacy. It tells the other person, "I see you. I'm here. You're safe." But to touch effectively, we must first master our emotional state. Stoicism teaches us to remain grounded and to be deliberate in our actions rather than impulsive. When we reach out to touch someone, especially in a hug, we are offering more than arms. We're offering presence. The quality of your touch is a reflection of the quality of your inner state. The Stoics recognized that human connection was part of our nature. Marcus Aurelius wrote of the interconnectedness of mankind and the importance of acting with kindness. Physical affection, in this light, was not weakness. It was strength used wisely. It was a method of strengthening bonds and showing virtue through care. Today, men who can embody this kind of intentional touch, who can lead with calm rather than need, are rare, and that rarity is what makes them unforgettable. An emotionally intelligent man, guided by Stoic principles, can navigate intimacy with a kind of mastery that leaves a lasting mark, not just on the skin, but on the soul. The psychology of hugging. Why it matters more than you think. A hug is far more than a polite gesture or social ritual. It's a neurochemical event that shapes emotional memory. When we hug someone, especially for more than a few seconds, our bodies release a flood of chemicals like oxytocin, dopamine, and serotonin. Oxytocin, often called the bonding hormone, creates a sense of closeness and trust. It softens defenses and activates feelings of comfort. Dopamine delivers a hit of pleasure and anticipation. Together, these chemicals form a recipe for emotional attachment. What's even more powerful is that this experience largely bypasses the conscious mind. The hug sends a silent message to her subconscious. You're safe here. You're held. You matter. That message, delivered without words, can shape how she feels about you in a lasting way. It's not about seduction or manipulation. It's about presence and emotional safety. In an age where so many connections feel rushed or superficial, a sincere, grounded hug can feel like a revelation. The first hug, whether it's on a first date or during an emotionally charged moment, sets the tone for your relationship. It's a handshake for the soul. If it's rushed, robotic, or forced, it communicates anxiety and disconnection. But if it's warm, present, and patient, it speaks volumes about who you are. A well-timed, intentional hug creates a lasting emotional impression, signaling that you're not just physically close, you're emotionally available and grounded in your presence. Transmitting calm, becoming the eye of the storm. A hug can carry subtle yet powerful messages. It can speak of tension or tranquility, insecurity or quiet confidence. Your emotional state becomes hers for a moment. When you are centered, relaxed but strong, you transmit that energy into the hug. Your calm becomes her calm. Your steadiness becomes her grounding. Stoicism teaches us how to become the eye of the storm, the still point amidst chaos. In moments of closeness, this principle becomes a physical reality. While others may bring erratic or needy energy into their touch, the Stoic man brings a rare stillness. His embrace is not a grasping for affection, but an offering of stability. This makes the hug feel different, deeper. It doesn't overwhelm, it soothes. Being grounded in your body and breath transforms how your hug feels to her. It creates a container of safety where she can relax in the moment. And that's the key. She's not just hugging you, she's experiencing herself in your presence. If she feels calmer, more beautiful, more seen after you hug her, she will crave that experience again and again, not because of what you do, but because of how you are. The mechanics of a memorable hug. When it comes to giving a powerful hug, your presence starts even before physical contact. Eye contact is essential. Looking into her eyes, even for a few seconds, invites her into the moment. It silently asks, "Are you with me?" This kind of gaze builds anticipation, trust, and connection. It signals that you're tuned in, not just going through the motions. As you lean in, hand placement matters. Touching her upper back conveys warmth and care, while holding her at the waist or lower back can be more intimate. The key is to be intentional, not forceful, but confident. Your arms should feel like a sanctuary, not a trap. Too loose and it feels awkward. Too tight and it feels desperate. Strike the balance between being gentle and grounded. Let your body say, "You're safe here and I've got you." Breathing is the hidden dimension of a meaningful hug. When your breath is calm and steady, it slows your nervous system. If your breaths sink, something that often happens unconsciously, you create a moment of true resonance. Breathing together, even briefly, creates a sense of harmony that words cannot replicate. It's as if your bodies are speaking their quiet language, saying we're in sync. Timing, the language of duration. The length of a hug is its language. A hug that's too short can feel perfunctory, rushed, or awkward, as if you're checking off a social box. On the other hand, a hug that lingers too long can feel imposing, uncomfortable, or overly intense. Timing is everything. The perfect hug is long enough to be felt, but short enough to leave her wanting more. This balance comes from emotional awareness. You're not just hugging to hold her, you're attuning to her response. Is she relaxing into you? Is she pulling away? Is her breathing slowing? These subtle cues guide the timing, and when you release the hug, do it gently. Let your arms linger just a heartbeat longer than expected. That small pause creates an echo, a subtle whisper that says, "I didn't want to let go, but I chose to." That choice is powerful. It creates desire without pressure. It makes her think about you long after you're gone. Emotional mastery. Stoicism in intimacy. Stoicism is not about suppressing emotions. It's about mastering them. It's the difference between a man who is numb and one who is deeply feeling, yet never ruled by those feelings. When you're in control of your emotional state, you're able to be fully present in moments of intimacy without becoming needy or reactive. You don't seek validation, you offer presence. This control doesn't make you cold, it makes you safe. In moments of closeness, especially during physical intimacy, safety is everything. Creating emotional space means making her feel seen and valued without smothering her. You're not trying to fix her emotions, impress her, or manipulate the moment. You're just there, fully grounded, letting her feel what she feels. In a world where many men oscillate between emotional unavailability and overwhelming intensity, the Stoic man strikes a rare balance. He is available, but not overexposed. He is affectionate, but not desperate. This emotional posture invites her in while giving her room to breathe, and that balance is irresistible. Conclusion. The hug that lives in her mind. In the end, a powerful hug is not just a physical gesture, it's a manifestation of your inner world. It's your presence, your emotional discipline, your attentiveness, and your timing, all wrapped into one silent moment. The quality of your hug reflects the quality of your awareness. And when done right, it leaves a lasting impression, not just on her skin, but in her soul. When you master the art of hugging through Stoic principles, you offer more than warmth. You offer peace. You become a refuge in her chaotic world. You don't just touch her, you make her feel held, seen, and valued. That kind of experience is unforgettable. It lingers in her mind, echoes in her emotions, and calls her back to you, even when you're not around. So the next time you hug her, remember, you're not just holding her, you're holding a moment. Make it count.